Hi you guys, it's Michelle here again with I'm a Mommy, and the video that I wanted to do today is something that has been very highly requested from all of you guys, and I've received lots of emails and comments on my videos and that sort of thing about how to live on one income. Because my husband and I made the decision a long time ago that once we had Will, I would just stay at home and take care of Will full time, and my husband would be the provider for our family. Before I got married and before I went to Ukraine, I worked at the CBS affiliate here in Salt Lake, and I was an intern, and I really wanted to be on the news, and I studied broadcast journalism in college, and that was my goal. And as I got married and as things changed, I realized that I just wanted to be a stay-at-home mom, and I thought that it would be great, beneficial for my children to have me there and that sort of thing. So I just made that my decision. So that was, what my husband and I decided to do. And we knew that we would have to make some financial sacrifices because obviously we wouldn't be making as much money if there was just one of us working. But all in all, we thought, this would be good for us. And so once Will came, my husband graduated right away, like 2 months after Will was born, my husband graduated. So he got a job, and then I, stayed at home, which is really weird at first to be at home instead of working, because it was the first time in my life that I hadn't had a job. So it's kind of crazy. Well, a job that I was paid for, I should say. So here are some tips, 3, 2, 1. So I wanted to share some of the things that we do as a couple, some of the sacrifices we make, and just some of the money budgeting things that we do to help us live on one income, because we're not wealthy. Like I said, my husband just barely graduated, so he doesn't have this huge career where we're rolling in the dough. You can tell when I do my videos, I love finding bargains. I love doing that sort of thing. So it's fun. It's actually really, really fun to do these kind of things. So the first thing, let me get out my trusty notebook. The first thing is it's good to plan ahead and to save. And even if you're not making a ton of money, it's important to be saving something. Something that our bank does is automatically take out a certain percentage or a certain amount every single month and puts it into our savings account. So even if we don't, think about it ourselves, there's always something being put away. And it's even good to kind of plan ahead and say, okay, what are some of the expenses that we're going to be having here? And with us, it was we wanted to buy a home, so we needed to be saving for a down payment. The next thing that we did was budget, and you need to control your spending habits, which is kind of hard sometimes when you're a girl. But my husband is so great at this, and in his college classes, he took this personal finance class, which was awesome. And the professor was incredible and taught my husband a lot of good, valuable budgeting tips and tricks. And one of the things that he said to do was to use a website called mint.com. I don't know if you guys have heard of that website or not, but it is so great. So you plug in all of your credit cards or debit cards, your bank accounts and everything like that. And then as you spend, it automatically filters it out and puts it into groceries or gas or clothing or restaurants. And so you can go onto the website or onto your app and you can kind of see like a pie chart of how much you're spending each month on each area. And it also will email you. I don't know if it texts you, but it will tell you if you're going over budget. So you can set your budget and say, this is how much we have, and it will do all of that budgeting for you, and it's free. So it's really cool, and we love using mint.com. The next tip is to try to stay debt-free. So my husband and I want to build our credit, but we don't, want to go into serious debt to build our credit. So we have credit cards, but we use them basically just like a debit card. So right when we buy something, we pay it off right away. We don't let it just sit there, and we only spend the money that we actually have. We don't spend thinking, oh, we'll pay this later. And I think that is so helpful and so nice because we're always kind of in control of our finances. The next thing is to be smart with your finances. And I saw a segment on the Today Show a little while ago where there was, this finance guru lady on there, and she said that the biggest mistake that people make is they try to pay off their bigger debts first. And, a good debt is like a car debt, that sort of thing. So she says if you have like a $10,000 car loan and a $1,000 credit card bill, the smartest thing to do would be to pay off the small debt first, because then you can get rid of that and then you only have one debt instead of two debts. Where a lot of people, she said, make the mistake of trying to pay off the big debt first. And she said it would be smarter to do the small debt first. So that's kind of interesting. Another way to be smart with your money is to plan ahead, like I said at the beginning, but also spend it wisely. The same finance guru said that a lot of people make the mistake of, when they get tax returns to get this huge chunk of money, they automatically think they need to, buy something huge or go somewhere crazy and spend all that money. But in all reality, she said that is your money. So take it and do something smart with it and pay off all the debts, or get rid of debts with that money instead of just spending it like, hey, it's free money, because it's your money, it's not free. So I thought that was kind of interesting. The last tip that I have is to eat at home as much as possible. And I know this is coming from me, who in college, this is so embarrassing, I would almost eat out every single meal because I was always on the go. I was single, and I thought, I have the money, why not? I don't have time to sit there and cook a meal just for myself. But I can't even tell you how much money that saves us. I mean, we do go out if we want to, but it's so nice to just have a fresh, delicious meal where I know what's going into it, and it's so much cheaper, and it always lasts 2 or 3 meals. My husband's lunch the next day or leftover dinner the next day. It does require planning and that sort of thing, but it really makes a difference. And I've noticed too, and I think I might do a separate video on this. Let me know down below if you want me to or not. But I always like every Sunday night I plan out the meals of the week and then what I need to buy, and then I go grocery shopping on Monday. And then I'm not just like, when you're in the grocery store and you're like, I don't know what to buy. It's so great because I have a list, and then I just buy all those things. And if I have coupons or whatever for things, then I use it, and then I'm good to go. And it's not like this way stressful trip because I got everything I needed. And then as the week goes on, then I think, oh, I can make this meal tonight, or I can make this meal tonight, that sort of thing. Okay, so those are 5 of my simple tips on simple things that my husband and I do to help us live on one income. And I feel like it's a sacrifice definitely that we make, but I feel like it's so worth it. So let me know down below what your tips are, what some of your ideas are on how you like to save money and budget and that sort of thing. It's always fun to hear from all of you and hear what you guys have to think. So that is all for today, everybody. Thank you so much for watching, and don't forget to subscribe. Yeah, I think that's it. And all my information for my blog and Twitter and Instagram, it's all down below, so you guys can follow me daily if you'd like. So we'll talk to you guys later. Have a wonderful day. Bye.